Here's This Day in History with Charlie Shortino.
As part of We the People, celebrating 250 years, here's This Day in History.
Hello again. On this day, January 29th, 1936, the first players were elected to the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. There were 51 players on the first ballot, but only 5 players received 75% of the vote from Baseball Writers Association of America, allowing them to become the first class of Hall of Famers. Those players were some of baseball's greats: Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, Honus Wagner, Christy Mathewson, and Walter Johnson. Over the years, 9 Brewers players have made the Hall of Fame. The first was outfielder Hank Aaron, who was inducted in 1982. Last year, 2 former Brewers were inducted, outfielder Dave Parker and pitcher CC Sabathia. We also have Don Sutton, Robin Yount, Paul Molitor, Rollie Fingers, among others that have made the Baseball Hall of Fame from the Brewers. That's This Day in History for January 29th. For We the People, I'm Charlie Shortino.